So how y'all doing? Now I'm redoing this video. I was about 35 minutes in the video that I just made. And all of a sudden, for the first time ever, the recording just stopped randomly. Not only did it just stop randomly, but it got messed up and I couldn't play the file back for some weird reason. So now I'm using a different app to record it. Hopefully it does not do this again. I have no clue what happened. But I just really want to talk to y'all about something. Now, I just want to tell y'all how my entire opinion on my targeting has changed for the most part, Now, as far as like how I feel inside about everything that's happened, as far as like the benefits of like, everything I've been through, like the lack of fear, the just complete lack of fear, the confidence, my connection with God has gotten stronger. I've told y'all these things, like that's still the case for me. I'm still sleeping better. Like the sleep deprivation, it doesn't really work that well on me. I'm still getting my sleep as much as I can. I'm still, I have a completely different output, a completely different opinion on this world. Completely different. Now, I just want to talk to y'all about how my entire opinion on my targeting has changed from the beginning and what I really think this thing is as of right now. Now, y'all know before my videos, when I first mentioned everything I was going through, just based off looking at what other people were saying and what other people thought it was, I believed it was the same thing. I felt like those were the answers to everything I was going through. Like I thought it was mainly technology, and I felt like it was demonic too in a sense, and the people around me were demonic, the people doing this. But now I think it's a little bit deeper than that. It's like way deeper than that. Now, just from recent events, I had to recently really look deep within and ask myself, and I just really had to ask myself, like, this satanic kingdom, what does this satanic kingdom really have in store for me? Like, after everything I've been going through, everything I've been experiencing, the heavy gang stalking, the voices. By the way, I do think the voices are demons. I just want to put that in there, but I'm going to get to that. The heavy gang stalking, the voices, just randomly, these people randomly popping up on me and perceiving my thought pattern with the telepathy. Y'all call that synthetic telepathy. You guys in the targeted and the individual community call it synthetic telepathy. What I think it is myself is like organic telepathy, like natural telepathy. I don't think there's anything fake or man-made about it. And the reason I feel that way is because I feel like these people are absolute demons. They're not real. I already told you guys in the beginning how after going through what I've been going through, I feel like this world is at least 95% fake. Most of the people in this world are not real. Now, I just want to say something. Now, I've been trying to get into the faith a lot more. I've been trying to read my Bible every night, almost every night. You guys, I know as of recent, you haven't seen me use profanity in my videos. I don't use profanity in my music. As of recent, I stopped listening to secular music. And like, I already don't listen to rap or anything like that, but I stopped listening to secular music. I stopped watching secular movies, things like that, just to be closer to Christ, just so I could reprogram my brain for God. So y'all already know I'm trying to get deeper in my faith, get closer to God. trying to control my anger a bit more too, be more humble. You know, now I just want to, with that being said, I just want to say something about followers of Christ, Christians. And I want to bring up a comparison in between a lot of these Christian testimonies I've been looking at on YouTube. Now, I've been looking at a lot of Christian testimonies on YouTube that relate exactly to a T.I.'s experiences. Understand me. These Christian testimonies, you'll have people who are going through exactly what a T.I. has been through. The voices, just the demonic things about it, like the voices, the feeling like they seeing demons in people, and things like that. And when I was looking at it that way, I was like relating it to my circumstance and my situation. And I was really looking at it like, okay, this same thing that people are experiencing in the TI community, most of them are saying it's technology. When I look at some of these Christian testimonies, these people experience the same thing, and they're like, they've experienced the same thing, the synthetic voices, the telepathy, the banging, the altered dreams and all of that. The feeling like people are following them and gang stalking them. And then they say the closer they've tried to get to Christ, they feel like the targeting gets heavier. And these Christian testimonies, these aren't TI testimonies. These are Christian testimonies of people who are trying to get to the Most High God. Now, I've told y'all myself in my videos, it seems like anytime I read the Bible or I'm reading the scripture or anything like that, the banging around me increases. And I'm going to get to the banging as well and what I believe that is now as well. But the banging increases. Now, y'all seen that in my video as well. Y'all have seen multiple evidence of just random banging in my room from above, below, and on the side, and how completely abnormal that is. I'm going to get to that. But these people report the same things that I've been reporting. Right? The only difference is, the TI community, they say it's technology, and we say it for what it is. These demons, these fallen angels, these demons who are trying to suppress us. Now, these things have been around. These things have been on earth, lurking the earth for thousands upon thousands upon thousands of years before us. These things have been lurking the earth from the beginning of time. The beginning of time. Literally, the beginning of time. Now, who's to say these things haven't been able to manifest on this earth? And who's to say these things haven't been walking about on this earth since then? They have been. So, what I think my situation is now, especially since I'm in a different spot and I'm in a different area, I would not have been able to see what this really was if I didn't come to this area. And here is why. Now, I want y'all to ask yourselves a question. Just ask yourselves a question. All of y'all who are targeted. Why is it that all of these gang stalkers, why is it that out of all the people who have been targeted, out of all the thousands upon thousands of people who have been targeted, right? Why is it that out of all of the thousands upon thousands of people who have been targeted for all these decades and reporting all these targeting and all these gang stalkers, why isn't that not one time the technology that they use on us, why hasn't any of it ever been exposed? Like, and when I say exposed, I mean in like the physical manner, like exposed, like someone, a girlfriend or a boyfriend or an ex or something seated in their phone and exposed it, or just a friend, or just, if this program supposedly, it does make it makes a lot of us go insane. It makes a lot of people crazy. It makes a lot of people snap and go crazy. So if people were able to go crazy to that point, why haven't they been able to expose the physical evidence of it? Like, take the person's phone and expose the physical evidence of it. If it's all technology, the gang stalking aspect of it. My bad. Give me a second. I was doing a workout earlier and my leg is just killing me. I had to really sit and think about it. There are thousands of people who report this thing, right? A lot of them go on the agenda that is technology. And I'm not saying that's impossible. I mean, I know the technology is getting advanced. But why hasn't... My bad. Why hasn't any of it been exposed? And I'm not saying that it's an easy thing to expose. It shouldn't be. But upon decades, it's been happening to us. And, the amount of victims as well. There are ex-CIA agents. You have to think of it like this. There are ex-CIA agents, ex-FBI agents, and things like that, like whistleblowers, cops, people who are in the military, people who are in the army, that are exposing this thing, right? Why don't they have more descriptive information on how they're doing it and what's going on if they were actually a part of these programs? And I mean, down to the Q. Why don't they have any exposure, evidence? And I came to the conclusion, with the hive mind telepathy that we experience from other people around us, perceiving our thoughts and talking about our life, by the way, who I think are demons. I don't think they're real people. But when we experience that and we think it's technology or a chip in their head, I had to question myself, a lot of us think this is technology, and it's really not. I see a lot of things. I'm about to delete. I'm about to stay off Twitter because I see a lot of people on Twitter even they really think it's technology. It's really not. It's a lot of us who have been targeted have been put under even a deeper deception to what's going on. We've been put under a deeper deception to what this really is. People, you got to think about it. And I had to sit and think about it. When a lot of us report the street theater and just walking in the street and experiencing that I'm not going to say artificial no more, experiencing that telepathy, people perceiving our thoughts, the demons perceiving our thoughts, people saying random things about our life and talking about us and randomly. And it's not paranoia. Not everybody's going to be paranoid. Every logical person that can speak like me is going to be paranoid. That's impossible, bro. It's not paranoia. We know what it is. So I had to think about it, why is it anywhere we're popping up, we're seeing these people, and it's supposedly, I think these physical forms, these people are following us is what a lot of us would think. But then it's no matter what state we're in, no matter what store we're in, sometimes it don't matter where we is at, they popping up and we experiencing this demonic I keep saying artificial telepathy because that's what I'm used to saying, but I know it's not artificial no more. This demonic telepathy, the hive mind. And I thought to myself, B, there would be no amount of technology on this planet that can do that. If that was the case, I would literally have to be in a video game, and you would literally have to be spawning these people out of thin air next to me, like boop, 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 boop. So I came to another conclusion. Most of the people in this world are NPCs, fake soulless beings, vessels for these fallen angels. Here's what I think it is. I think we are under a mass deception. I think every person that is every person of God, every child of God that is of importance to God and a threat to Satan's demonic kingdom, this earth, I believe these demons send a legion on you, a legion of demons. And they follow you around because they could follow you anywhere. They could go anywhere on this planet. They don't need a car. They don't need a vehicle. And they possess these soulless vessels around you to make you feel paranoid and to make you feel like you can be hurt and you can be harmed and you can be touched, to put you in a subdued state of consciousness and a subdued state of being, to basically put you in fear. Right? That is exactly why you don't hear people saying randomly different things. You hear people saying the same thing, right? Am I right or wrong? Y'all hear people repeating themselves, right? Who's ever been through this? They're repeating themselves like they have a repetitive demonic hive mind, right? Now, for something like this to go on for years and years and years and not mess up, and it to be civilians, do y'all really think civilians can be trained that way? Do y'all really think every civilian around you can be trained that well? Now, let's be honest. Y'all have heard it come out of certain people's mouth who you would look at and you would just see like, hold on, did that person just say that? It would just seem so off. So when I thought about it that way, I came to the conclusion of what it really is. I pray to God every day to open my eyes more and more and more and more to what I'm experiencing, and I know what it is. And the targeted individual community is under a mass deception from the devil. There are devils working in this community too. I see it as well. There are devils working in this community trying to deceive you. You children of God. There are devils working in this community trying to deceive you. There are. Satan has his minions working in this community to try to deceive you of TIs. Now, let me get to why I really started thinking this way. Like I said, I'm in an area right now. Let me just get to why I really started thinking this way, all right? And just please continue hearing me out. I'm in an area right now that is a little more secluded than where I have been before. Right? Before, I was in a more populated area where there was people all around me most of the time, 24/7. Right? And specifically right now, I'm in a room that is all the way on the top floor, at the very top. And not only that, God blessed me enough to put me in a room all the way away from everybody else. Right? Excuse me. Dang, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, all the way to the top floor. Right? Now, y'all know in my videos, I hear this random, abnormal banging. I have plenty of evidence on my channel, and even way more on my phone right now that I have not posted up. I have so much clips of just random banging, right? Now, y'all know before, sometimes it would be people. I even caught a dude admitting he did it. But as of right now, I've been hearing footsteps above me, right? And here's a strange thing. I'm on the top floor, right? And I still hear footsteps above me, even at night. It could be at 3 a.m., it could be at 12 p.m., it could be at 5 p.m., up until 10 p.m., up until 3 a.m., right? And I'll still hear banging above me. Sometimes in the bathroom, as soon as I go in the bathroom, sometimes around this area, sometimes in the kitchen. Now, here's my problem with that. This building specifically, there is no access to the roof. There is no access to the roof at all. To gain access to the roof, you would need a ladder, and that ladder would have to be put in front of the building by the entrance to get up to the roof. To safely get up to the roof. I asked the manager already. I asked him twice, actually. Right? I asked him twice when I started hearing banging above me on the roof. Which felt like it was coming from my room, but I'll get to that in a second. Right? And my window is positioned in an area where I would be able to see if someone was already on the roof, because the position they'd have to put that ladder in the front, my window's facing that direct area, so I would be able to see it. I'd be able to see it if someone put a ladder up there and got up on the roof. Right? So with that being said, even when that's not there, but by the way, I know this because I've seen somebody go up there before in the day, around 1 p.m. in the day. They went up there once in the day to fix something that was up there, but there wasn't no banging. And then they came back down. But with that being said, I feel like I'm hearing into the spiritual realm and hearing what these demons are doing around me. Here's why I'm saying this. The banging I'm experiencing from above me and the footsteps, sometimes it's not even banging straight up, and sometimes it's not even banging. Sometimes I just hear straight up running, like somebody's running, like do, like somebody's running. Like, say I go in the bathroom, it seemed like somebody ran from up here to the bathroom above me. I come back here, it would seem like somebody ran from the bathroom, up above from the bathroom to right here, right? Sometimes I hear running, sometimes I hear like random footsteps, sometimes I hear banging. And I'm wondering, it is like 3 a.m. in the morning. Why am I hearing footsteps above me? It is 10 p.m. at night. Why am I hearing footsteps above me? It's 8 p.m. Why am I hearing footsteps above me? It could be any time in the day, any time in the night, any time in the morning, and I'm hearing footsteps above me. And then I'm looking outside like, hold on, there's no ladder there. There's no one up on the roof at all. I remember one time it was snowing hard and I still heard the same footsteps. I remember one time it was raining hard where no one would be able to go up on the roof at that time, and I still heard the same footsteps. You feel me? So here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I know. I'm hearing that, which couldn't be possible. I'm thinking this is a demonic force. I'm thinking these things that have been following me are fallen angels, are demons. Now let me continue with what I'm trying to get at. This wall right here, y'all see my bed, right? Y'all realize my bed isn't against the wall, right? Y'all realize my bed isn't against the wall. Here's why. Y'all already know sometimes when I sleep, I'd hear banging. I have it all caught on video for proof. I told y'all this in the beginning, and I have all the proof there is for y'all. There's no denying that proof. You cannot say it's V2K or anything like that. I see some people in my comments saying it's V2K. You cannot say it's V2K because I literally have video evidence of it going down. Audible video evidence. But here's what's really strange about this right here. This wall right here specifically. Now, I just told y'all I'm in a room away from all other rooms. Completely and entirely. I hear a loud bang hit that wall. Loud as heck. a few times out the night, which is why I eventually said, you know what? I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to get upset. I'm going to move my bed from right there to right here. But then I realized that banging isn't coming from below me. And it's not, it didn't come from up top. And even if it did, that would still be weird because no one's supposed to be on, no one can access the roof. The elevator doesn't go to the roof. The staircase doesn't go to the roof. No one can access the roof. So when I seen that, when I heard that, eventually I was like, hold on a second. There's literally nothing on this side. There's no other rooms on this side. There's no other room on this side. There's no storage room on this side. If I was to go into Call of Duty spectator mode and go outside this wall right here, you feel me? There would be nothing but trees, air, and a parking lot. And I'm on the 3rd floor. Basically, there would be nothing there. You would fall down because there would be nothing there. You feel me? So when that happened again, I was like, yo, hold on. Now I know what I'm really dealing with. How can there be something hitting my wall from up here? Like someone's like hitting it with their fist. You would literally have to be flying to do that. And then I went outside one night after I heard it, and I looked outside and I was like, I just caught this joint on video. But now I'm outside. There's no ladder up there. There's nothing up there. It's night. There will be no way for anybody to get up there. Just by how it looks, bro. I'm telling you, it's on the 3rd floor. It's just a wall. And then I thought about it like, these things that are hitting my wall, they're hitting it from some of them are hitting it from inside my room. I have this all caught on video, by the way. These things, whatever's happening, it's of a supernatural force. It's of the paranormal. I'm experiencing heavy demonic oppression. This is of the paranormal. These are these fallen angels that are popping up into people. Now, y'all know with the V2K, y'all hear the banging, right? Right before, the banging is caught on video. Right before I would hear it, I'd hear the demon say, or make a noise right before they do it. Like a grunt. Like, when someone grunts when they hit somebody or they hit something, that grunt. That's what I hear right before they do it. And it's caught on video. Y'all could look at a playlist on my YouTube called Evidence. And it just shows a bunch of, oh, my battery's dying. It just shows a bunch of videos of banging on my walls at different hotels. Different hotels. Since I made my channel, I've caught people banging banging and doing that sleep deprivation thing. Not people, but whatever this thing is, whatever this force is, I've caught it so many times at different hotels. And y'all even see how abnormal it is and how disrespectful it is, to the point where it's like, yo, what the heck are you going through? But looking at it deeper, bro, I wouldn't have realized what this force really was. I wouldn't have realized what this force really was until I came here. Because how on earth is that possible? You understand me? It's not. Earlier throughout the day, as I'm praying, y'all notice anytime I'm praying, I even have it on video. Like, I'll be praying, listening to gospel, reading the Bible, and I hear boop, boop, a bang. Sleeping, I put the gospel in my headphones, boop, boop, banging. Just now, like, I got something, I'm still recording, like I was trying to show y'all on my other phone. I record. That's the phone I use to record what goes down. That thing could record for like 10 days straight. That thing could record for 10 days straight. Just to show y'all what goes down. Right? The amount of times I've caught so much demonic activity around me in this room and everywhere I'm at. Like I said, y'all can see I put my bed on this side. Why else would my bed be right here? It's because something was hitting my wall on that side. And I have it recorded. And there's nothing out there. There's no other room out there. So, okay, let me stop repeating myself. So basically, to let y'all know what I'm trying to say, is we are under a deep deception of what this really is, man. These random people popping up everywhere, the random banging on the walls, these things are demons, fallen angels. These random people, these soulless vessels, the reason you hear the same thing in everyone around you is because these people aren't like us. They can be controlled. We can't. These people, these fallen angels, these vessels, these NPCs, vessels or whatever, they can be controlled by these fallen angels. The things that are following us around are those legion of angels who have been doing this for thousands upon thousands of years. What a lot of y'all consider alien technology and y'all think some of these things are aliens? No. Sometimes they like to, I know people say they have alien experiences where they felt like they seen an alien or UFO. No. Those are fallen angels. Trying to let you think that they're aliens, because if you say you're a fallen angel, basically you're a demon. And if you're a demon, then basically the thing that could combat against you is God. So once you know that, they know it's over for them. They want you to think they're everything but a demon. So what they try to do is they try to set up the simulation that, okay, we're gonna do this to these people, but we have to create a simulation or a community, so we make them think that this thing is only technology, so that it'll be harder for them to fight against us, because then they won't rely on God as much and they'll rely on technology and themselves. They won't rely on Christ the Most High. They fear his name. They hate his name, which is why they go crazy every time I'm playing the gospel or in a humble state. So they create that simulation for you and that illusion. For one, so they could put you in more fear. And two, so your defenses are greatly lowered. Because if you're not relying on God the Most High to protect you, then you're going to feel extremely vulnerable. And I learned that over time, day in, day out. My faith has gotten so much stronger. Now, I've been experiencing a few things. A few very, 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 very strange things. Very strange. Things that aren't no dang technology. Very strange. Like I said, the reason I have come to this conclusion is comparing my situation to Christian testimonies of people who are experiencing demonic oppression, and comparing and then being in this area on top of it. I just had a talk with the pastor, because I'm supposed to see a pastor and a priest. I had a talk with the pastor, I believe it was 2 days ago. And while I'm talking on the phone with this guy, right? Because I'm making an appointment to get a spiritual cleansing. While I'm talking on the phone with this guy, they are trying to distract me so heavily. I hear like a banging a few times throughout the phone call. And even while I'm on the phone with him, I'm like, I'm sorry about that. If you heard that, did you hear that? And he's like, yes, I thought I heard something. He's like, yeah, I thought I was hearing something. So he was hearing exactly what I was hearing, the banging above me, because they were trying to distract me from making the appointment for the spiritual cleansing. Now I'm Christian, but I haven't been to church in so long. Like, I haven't been to church in years. I haven't had like a real spiritual cleansing in years. I got baptized, but it was at the age of 12. I'm now 26. You know, I've been, I'm seeing this program for exactly what it is. And it's not a program. It is a system invented by the devil himself. Him and his demonic angels, these fallen angels. And my thing is, you know how people who have, you know how a lot of y'all say, you know, mental illness isn't real. Like it's basically like something created by the government. These meds are here to subdue you, meaning the things you are actually perceiving is accurate and that you are not crazy. It's no different than saying this system is more so demons than technology. It's no different. And it's like the technology is them trying to force the meds on you, saying, oh, they're not demons. You're crazy if you think it's demons. You're bugging out. It's technology. But that's just like someone looking at you as a TI saying, oh, you're crazy if you think someone's actually targeting you with military technology. It's the same thing. Except in that aspect, they're trying to a lot of the people in the TI community are workers of the devil. I'm not afraid to say this because I see it now with my own two eyes. Now, Satan works very slowly but surely. He works slowly so you don't notice it happening over time. That's the trick. He works slowly so you don't notice it happening over time until it's too late. But he works slowly but surely. There's a great deception in the TI community, and people, a lot of Christians are already woken up to this concept, like of what this really is. That's why a lot of Christians who are going through this are kind of more so have a lot of acceptance about it, because they know what it is and they know who they are to God, and they're not afraid of death because we already know where we're going and we already know we're protected. But a lot of people who don't know who this is, they're always stressed out. They're always more sleep deprived. They always have less acceptance over the fact that it's happening to them. And that's understandable completely. But it's just like, I could see a difference. You know what I'm saying? To the people who are being deceived and the people who know what it is. I could see a difference. I really do. Could see a complete difference. You know, like I said, my level of discernment is very high. I could tell who's fake and I know who's real. Now, I'm not going to go on someone's channel and be like, yo, you're fake, or do anything like that. Like, I've seen people do that and it's just strange to me. I've seen people do that. Just go out, like people who are already supposedly being targeted by this system, and they go on other channels and spread hate. And it's like, yo, we're already receiving so much hate as it is from these demons. So when you go on YouTube, why are you out there spreading more hate? You know, it just didn't click for me. And then I thought about it like, okay, the devil has his disciples, his workers in this community trying to cause a great deception. And most of these people are trying to make it seem like what it really is not. They're trying to make it seem like it's only technology. They're trying to make it seem like the Most High can't help you. But me, like I said, from just being here alone, I see exactly what this thing is. And you know, being so dang, you know, being more so secluded and more in a more secluded area, it's like, I don't know, man. It's like I could see everything. I could feel it. You know, when you're around so many people, like I said earlier, those are all like, they try to distract you with that. To make it seem like, oh, it's just people after you. They try to distract you with that. But if you're in a position like mine and you start doing well, they'll start to get desperate. They'll start showing themselves as demons. When I get the time, I will upload that video showing y'all what I'm talking about. Remember, when I upload this video, y'all are gonna see I'm on the 3rd floor. I'm on the top floor, away from all other rooms. Y'all are gonna see what I'm talking about. Now, look, I made a video the other day talking about exorcism and talking about how I feel like 95% of the world needs an exorcism and they don't even know it. These demons attach themselves to us every day. We open ourselves up to things that our mind wasn't naturally supposed to be up to every day. It goes from something as simple as music, rap music, what we even watch on TV and movies. Like I just recently had to check myself for watching secular movies and things like that as a Christian. After what I've been going through. Because it opens our mind up to something that we're not supposed to be seeing every day. And it programs our mind in a certain way that makes it more like the devil, slowly but surely. The devil works slowly but surely. I'll get into that deeper in another video. But just like, man, it's deep, man. I'm telling y'all, it's really deep. This program is not what it seems to be. Real people, like the real ones who are really going through this, because some people make videos to fake so they connect with other TIs to just to deceive them. And that is an utter and complete fact. A complete fact. So, I don't know, man. Like I told y'all already, I ain't in no fear. I don't fear anything. As a matter of fact, I'm the most fearless I've ever been in my life. I'm the most fearless I've ever been in my life. I feel like the only thing I fear is God. Like I fear nothing else. The only thing I fear is God's judgment. In the end, that's it. That's the only fear I have is God's judgment, which is why I'm trying to stay on the good side, on God's good side. I'm trying to stay close to God. That's my only fear in this world. I don't fear no force. I don't fear no demon. I don't fear no entity. I don't fear no man. I don't fear death. I don't fear anything. I'm at peace with a lot of things. The only thing that's a little annoying is the voices at times. But I can tune that out easily. And it's definitely not as loud as it used to be since I stopped smoking. Which is good. Which is also how I know I want to bring something up. The weed. I'm going to bring something up, the weed. I'm going to bring that up in a second. But yeah, I'm as far as how I feel spiritually, I still feel okay. But just sitting here and thinking, this has been in my thoughts for a couple weeks. Like, yo, the TI community is under a mass deception. A lot of these people are under a mass deception, like truly. Like I said in my other video, you look at people who going through the voices and going through this oppression, and then they get saved and they stay in the faith, and all this stuff goes away. That's because of God. Or people hearing voices, something as deep as people hearing voices. Y'all know back in the day, hearing voices immediately meant that you were possessed by some type of demonic entity. And it doesn't have to be always like the movies. Like, it doesn't always have to be like the movies. Like, oh, you flying in the air and your eyes are turning black and you wilding out and you walking back on your hands and you walking on the floor like a spider on your hands. Hold on. and you walking on the floor like a spider and doing all types of weird things. No, it don't gotta be that. It could be something as simple as you hearing whispering at night and you can't sleep because you hearing whispering at night, or you just hearing things whispering to you. It could be something as simple as that. Y'all know immediately what that meant back in the day. That meant literal demons. Do y'all know that? Do y'all know people actually got exorcisms for this type of thing? And once they got the exorcisms, those voices went away immediately. Do y'all know that is still the case today? And that still happens today? But they try to put exorcisms in movies and make it so Hollywood that people just think of it as something that can only happen in a movie. They try to make it think like these things can only happen in a movie. These things are right in front of our faces every day. That's why I'm personally going to get one. A spiritual cleansing, aka exorcism. That's why I'm going to get one. I don't care what anyone say. I don't care if anyone thinks I'm crazy about it. I know what I'm perceiving. I know what I've been perceiving. It took me 6 months to see this for what it is. 6 months. I've been that programmed and that, deceived and under that great deception that it took me 6 months of this thing to see what it is, to see what it really is. Son, I'm telling you, nothing is as it seems in this world at all. There's deceptions upon more deceptions. And you really have to pray to God for that discernment to see it, man. You really got to take care of yourself to see it as well, man. I know for one thing, I wouldn't be able to see this if I wasn't sober. At all. At all. So yeah, just going in a little deeper. A lot of these things, a lot of us won't even be able to see it if we aren't completely sober. And I'm gonna be honest with you. This is coming from someone that used to love smoking weed. Like, this is coming from someone that used to love smoking. Like, I know I stopped 6 months ago. And I'm very happy about that because honestly, I would not see this world for what it really was if I haven't been through this and if I wasn't sober. I would not be gifted that discernment. I would not be able to see through people. I would not have what I have right now if I wasn't sober. I would not have this fearlessness that I have within me if I wasn't sober. This connection with God wouldn't be so strong if I wasn't sober. So when I say they like to stress you out, so you find alternatives to reduce your stress in a way that subdues your level of thinking so they could just do more damage to you, I mean that. It's all satanic. They're trying to torture you on earth. And then they're trying to get you to do bad and go against God and be in anger and rage all the time. Or fear, so you're farther from God so they can torture you in hell too. These things are demons. This whole program is demonic. I have no reason to lie to y'all. I went from telling y'all what I thought from the beginning to what I'm thinking right now. And not much of it has changed other than I've just been through a lot more things and experienced a lot more things to know what this is for what it is. Now, like I said, everything I perceive is real. Y'all see my bed? There should be no other reason I would move my bed from against the wall other than the fact that there was more banging on the wall. Y'all could check my playlist on my YouTube channel called Evidence. Y'all could see a bunch of banging in different hotel rooms I'm in. And no, it's not people having fun or partying or none of that. It's like boom, boom, like someone actually hitting the wall. And now I'm in a room where there's nothing on this side of the wall at all. And it's still going down. So once I started experiencing things like that, I said to myself, look, I need a spiritual cleansing. I need to see what's really going down. Through God. Through God. Not no technology and nothing else. It's a great deception going on, man. A big deception. A huge deception. Y'all need to really sit and ask yourselves why you're experiencing what you're experiencing, and how on earth could any technology do this? They'll try to create these articles and these fake things to make it seem like some technology can do this. These things are complete and utter demons. People who think it's technology say it's demonic. It is demonic because they are demons. The telepathy isn't fake. It's real. It's not synthetic telepathy. It's real telepathy. In the spirit world, you don't have to use your mouth to speak. You use your consciousness to speak. That's what they do to us. They're using their real life telepathy. A God-given gift that they've taken advantage of. Understand me. These things are like, trust me, man, they fear us deeply. They fear us deeply in our connection with God. That's why they try to stray us away from Him. They fear what God can do for us. They fear we are in His image. That's why they hate us, because we are in His image. Now, if y'all are new to my channel, y'all are watching this video, and y'all think what I'm saying is fake as far as the banging and thing, just look at the video of the evidence. Just look at my playlist, go on my playlist and look at the evidence. It's that simple. I have nothing to lie about. I have nothing at all to lie about. Nothing at all. Y'all stay blessed, man.